Hello guys and welcome to the ProDota Cup series by Zubu TV. We are watching the last match of the day, the last match of the last best of two of the day between 458 Production and MVP Revolution. The Kyrgyzstanians will be fighting the Vietnamese once more in this battleground of dreams that is the ProDota Cup SCA region. The first game went pretty easily to MVP Revolution, but 458 Production want to show their mettle and see that they can at least tie the series and get that one game off this team. Even if they are a top contender, so, you know, much respect if they do, and if they don't, at least they have learned and gained experience. My name is DSwordfish, I'll be your caster for today. Let's get right into the draft, shall we? Monkey King, Lina, Troll Warlord, and Weaver banned out by 458 Production. MVP Revolution banning out the Omelette, the Nyx Assassin, the Ricky, and the Slardar. They pick up a Trim Protector and the Crystal Maiden, whereas 458 Production pick up a Darkseer, Warlock, and an Ursa. The Warlock and the Ursa pick, interesting for 458 Production. It's not the most common because obviously Warlock is more of a lane sustain support and Ursa likes to kill things early on if he can. But of course, Ursa level 1 to level 3 kind of weak Shadow Word really helps him out, so not a bad idea. The Darkseer plus the Vacuum plus the Rock is also a classic combo, always works. And now the Axe pick for MVP Revolution, a bit weak against the Ursa because of the amount of physical damage that starts piling onto you when the Berserker's Call happens, but can use the Cooling Blade when the Enrage happens, so it's actually pretty alright, because the Enrage happens, you know, 200 gets 200, 150 HP, and then boom, you Cooling Blade the Ursa, he doesn't even regain any health. So maybe a Morbid Mask is a necessity for this young Mother Bear. Young? Yeah, I think it's a young Mother Bear. Let's give her like 30, 20, 25, you know, she's a young woman with her cubs, you know, had a one-night fling, worked out for her. Those cubs are her life. It's great. It's great. Now she defends them in a bestial game where she fights against mages and trees and whatever axes. And with Ogre Magi joining in 458 Production, that's actually a pretty nice pick. The Bloodlust and with the Ursa is really good combination. You can actually send the Warlock to the offlane with, say, a Legion Commander, but in this case, a Darkseer. Yeah, Darkseer could go. Okay, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry. The Warlock would have to go with a Darkseer, maybe, and then the Ogre match with the Ursa to get more kills, because the Darkseer will be able to withstand a lot of punishment if the Warlock is with him. Against a Crystal Maiden and Tree Protector, there's a stun and a root. It's kind of annoying if you're playing Darkseer, especially with the Crystal Maiden, because she threatens you with the Crystal Nova, or even better, she threatens you with, say, the Tree Protector threatens you with a Leech Seed, then Crystal Nova, and you're like, okay, I have to surge away or they'll kill me, and then boom, Frostbite. Okay, nope, never mind, that's not going to happen, because Clinks is the other option for MVP Revolution. Does well, actually one of Pubber's best heroes. He's one of those classic Clinks players like Illidan, for example. They just love the hero. Never get to play it too often. Pretty good against Darkseer because you can deal with ISO pretty easily. Honestly, have a pretty insane range. And you go well with the Trim Protector as your Desolator damage or Solar Crest or whatever the Trim Protector will pick up. Helps you greatly. Not too bad against the Ursa, in fact pretty good because you can kite him easily with your movement speed. Even if they have dust or whatever, you can just zoom past them and Ursa is none the wiser. And of course you can get a great amount of health, which Ursa does not deal too well with. Your high armor on Clinks because of your 3.3 agility gain makes you a pretty strong contender as well against the Ursa and the Darkseer later on in the game once he gets the 120 damage. Now MVP Revolution need to pick up a hero for the mid lane, and Invoker is not a bad idea. They worked out last time for them. In fact, with the Axe and the Crystal Main, I kind of like it, and it's pretty powerful against the Ursa. The other option is the OD. Fuck. Damn it! I should have said it sooner. The other option is the OD. It's a classic against the Ursa. It's a really big classic. It's just the Hurricane Pike against the Ursa. Now the Astral Imprisonment is so powerful. It can stop the Enrage from being good. It's great. If 458 wanted to counter this OD, a Sniper would have been a smart pick. But of course, the Sniper's alright against Clinks. You don't really need any spells. You can even go for like a crazy Mask of Madness Sniper. In fact, the best thing against this Clinks would actually be something along the lines of his Sven. But of course, you already have a carry, so they're just not going to go mid. So they're going to pick up a Tempo Assassin, the traditional thing against the Outworld Devourer. And well, for MVP Production versus MVP Revolution picks are set and they're in our current screens. We're gonna see who is gonna be able to take this first game. No. We're just waiting for the game to start. The ninja picks, actually. We need to see the Team Mutual ninja picks. I'm gonna go with the draft from the guys at MVP Revolution again. I mean, especially after their first performance, it just seems fantastic. Didn't even see the towers as well. It's quite nice to see these. The performance of the first game was great, and I'm really excited to see Polar with his clinks again. Runs of FN, that's the hero, the guy I was thinking about. FN is fantastic. Let's see. MVP versus 458. I'm excited to watch what happens this match. It's actually pretty cool because these teams are, I mean, now that you get to know the teams after you see the beginning of the season, you see how everyone is doing it. You kind of root for your own teams. After watching the whole league, you get really close to these characters and people. So, well, close in the metaphorical sense. So it's nice to watch it. It's an exciting day every time for the ProDota Cup because every game matters decently. So they're having fun. They're trying new strategies. They're actually pretty diverse with their picks. The clinks, for example, we haven't seen just yet. So they try to diversify their picks, and that's nice. We're in a good patch in Dota. Anyway, let's get right into the game. My name is DSwordfish. I'll be your caster for today, and the teams today will be MVP Revolution and 458 Production. On the Kyrgyzstanian side here, playing the Radiant, the good guys, is going to be W Zayak on the Trim Protector. In the mid lane, Stormcat on the Outworld Devour. Playing the Clinks is going to be Pubber in the carry position as the second support, Blizzy on the Crystal Maiden. And finally, in the offlane / now jungle position, Napaleoshka on the Axe. Here on 458 Production, we have Ogre Magi played by Easy for Arteezy. Templar Assassin in the mid lane played by 458. As the carry, it's Tengu on the Ursa. Finally, as the second support is Warlock played by Dr. Durex. And finally, in the offlane position, we have a Darkseer played by Korgu. And then let's see, in this bounty room, we're gonna see W Zayak Tengu picking it up, whereas no invasion at all. It's interesting that Napaleoshka got one of the runes instead of the carry getting the other rune. I guess it's because he's planning on going jungle. He has no items. That's an Iron Talon. Yeah, he was waiting for the Iron Talon Stout Shield combination. Cool. Actually, it works out really well because he uses the courier very early in the game. Nobody's gonna use it at this point anyway. So, and you can go into the jungle pretty easily with only one Tango. He's already cutting. Oh, I like this cutting to make a. Yeah. Easier. It's a specific way to farm. So they don't all. Yeah, you go against the trees here. And you can just kind of go back and go back. Yeah, and they hit you the right amount of times for the counter. He looks the counter. It's really nice. Okay, this actually knows how to jungle. Good. And you also prevent the Trim Protector. That's how you the Ogre Magi, I guess, coming in from the blind side or something like that. You make it much more efficient for the route. It's a lot of nice things. All right, let's look into the draft right now. We have MVP Revolution in the top side. W Zayak on the Trim Protector as the support, the second support being the W Zayak here. One of my percent teams just sapping XP. It's interesting that he's decided to just put the axe in the jungle. It's a Warlock Ogre Magi lane, so I guess you don't want to be in the lane with an axe because he really doesn't deal well with magical damage. The Trim Protector can just sap XP. He doesn't really need to do anything or show himself at any point. Maybe you get a Lancet or two, but it's a support, so you don't really need it, which is nice. And the axe will still be getting the farm you need. And meanwhile, W Zayak is just going to get a bunch of skills and use his living armor across the map. That's nice. The middle lane, on the other hand, a bit different, as we can see. We have, it's an OD versus Templar Assassin. Usually that gives slight edge to the Templar. It's not bad, but if Stormcat plays his cards right, especially with the lack of support that can really join in against the OD, only the Ogre Magi, so it's not really much ganking power. It's more of lane presence, and easy for RT does not seem to be rotating. So unless they rotate, OD should be fine. In fact, they even have a Crystal Maiden that can rotate mid pretty easily, and Blizzy's already doing that, opening the Jar of Secrets here against the Crystal, against the mid laner. He wants to get one creep though, so he can get that Arcane Aura and be able to use more than one Frostbite or more than two Frostbites per team fight. Meanwhile, in this bottom lane, they actually left the Clinks alone. I like this because he has Searing Arrows. He can just last it on the tower, so it's not a big deal for him to really have to deal with the Ion Shells, and he can hit the creeps a bit faster to bring him down. As you can see here, he can control the lane pretty well with Searing Arrows. Only issue is I think the range creep got destroyed. He couldn't do much about it, but whatever. The Axe being in the jungle though has put the Crystal Maiden in dangerous position, so he's gonna just have to go into the top jungle as well because Crystal Maiden can't really farm the jungle. I don't know why she doesn't have Arcane Aura. There's no reason to not go for Arcane Aura, but whatever. Level 2, I know you can really go for Crystal Nova, but really level 2 you need that Arcane Aura for some sort of reach, and ever since her attribute nerf. Oh, they don't see Zayak. They know they have that sentry here though. They can't really stun him out. Here in the bottom lane, Korgio is just trying to sap some XP within the Iron Shell, because you usually don't get much experience with the Darkseer, so it makes sense that he's deciding to do these things. As, well, he needs some experience in this lane. He's up against Clinks. It's kind of dangerous, you can just out-harass him without doing much. You notice that W Zayak has been here for this whole time, getting like 5 last hits. It's being perfectly fine. This is not good for 4-5 production. The amount of resources they're taking by taking the jungle is huge by using a jungler. And since there's no harassment going on, this is the best way, ironically, to punish a strategy like 4-5-8, where you have 2 lane dominating supports, the Ogre Magi and the Warlock. Just, if they don't know how to rotate, you know, fully go into the jungle and you have 4 positions that are safe. The OD is going to be fine because there's no rotation from the Ogre Magi. Now finally Ogre Magi is time to go into this mid lane, but look at his experience. He's only level 1, he's actually the lowest level in the game, and it's going to come mid to help this Tempor Assassin and just have some experience as well. But for now, the OD is beating her in terms of last hits by a decent amount, honestly. For 3 last hits, it's okay. Especially considering these laner creeps. Okay, no, he's just going to deny some. But, yeah, 3 last is a considerable amount. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, you see that Korgio can't even fight against the Strifed out. Oh, no, Clinks lost a steroid. Scorgio is only getting a Frostbitten for 1.5 seconds. And that level 1 Frostbite, just not good enough. She went for level 2 of Arcane Aura. Of course, it is your best skill. Right, there's the Ignite. She sees the regen, wants to guard it, probably just to take it, because you don't want to let the Ignite cancel it. Or maybe you're gonna give it to the mid laner. Stormcat, no. Stormcat doesn't have a bottle, so there's no point in giving it to him, honestly. I mean, he could heal up, I suppose. But that's a huge loss of net worth because you can't hit the creeps. Oh, well. I didn't think he was gonna get that one. Yeah, nice, okay. Nice last ending, Stormcat. I mean, you're only a bit above the TA, but the whole point is for the Clinks to get his items and his damage. Him getting Desolator is really important, and being able to get also the Blink Dagger, I think, on Clinks. I still love the Blink Dagger on Clinks. It's a classic at this point. It was so innovative back in the day, and now it's a classic. Well, LFT, careful. Berserker's Call catching him, and the Ursa is going to be as good as dead with a Cooling Blade finishing him off. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, getting a kill on Korgio as well. The Frostbite from Crystal Maiden, and the Clinks also helping out. That's not bad. What MP Revolution did right now is just take advantage and kill 2 lanes at the same time while the Ogre Magi was in mid, and they're really taking advantage of these poorly rotating supports. This top lane though, Napoleon, because we're seeing quite a lot of damage from LFT. He has Furious Sets for 100 extra damage, really. But the Twin Protector is helping out, and the lead sheet as well. Oh no, they want to cut down a tree. Where's the Nature's Guide? What level is it? W Zayak, 1 more second, he's gonna make it out alive. Napoleon is now being healed by the living armor, sorry. And Tengu is so close. Oh, there's a stun. Now Berserker's Call, but the damage will start piling up. No need for it, as they actually had the Cooling Blade ready the whole time. Dr. Durix not being hit by the Crystal Nova, so he's going to be able to walk out okay. W Zayak is now invisible and safe from easy for Arteezy. But Napoleoshka is also threatening this dangerously. In comes the help from the TA. TA is ready to cut down some trees, or maybe even destroy this random red dude in the game called Axe. Napoleoshka is going to have to do something to prevent the damage from the TA, and she has a Refraction on, and there's a Frostbite helping him out, and also the Battle Hunger take away the Refraction charges. 4-5-8 cannot get that kill, and the bottom lane Clinks will take that advantage and kill the Darkseer while the supports were busy ganking top. What a smart choice by Pubber, taking the right kill, and taking advantage of, again, those support rotations. Something that MVP Revolution does a lot and does very well, which is they get those support rotations up. They take a chance for the support rotations. They wait for 4-5-8 to do so, and if they're slow, then just boom. As soon as they know there's a TP being used or whatever, they go in and get a kill some other lane. And meanwhile, the OD was also taking this time to farm, and that worth advantage is pretty huge for MVP Revolution, considering it's so early in the game. It's just because they've been getting a couple kills, and more importantly, because the farm has been going so far in their favor, because they know how to utilize the time more wisely, as opposed to the guys from 4-5-8 production who are not having much luck doing so. Mainly because those ganks are failing because of some great rotations. Dr. Durix, careful. Shadow Ward onto him. There's a Frostbite available though. And Stormcat is coming in with an Arcane Orb and Astral Imprisonment. There's no way you're running away from this Dr. Durix. Yep, they even have the Sanity's Eclipse. He commits the hammer, and it's worth it. Had the Midas now for Stormcat. Pretty good. That's gonna help him out. And And his bottom lane, W Zayak is very close to reach at level 6. I love it, because W Zayak is close to getting that overgrowth, and he is going to be one of the first to reach at level 6 out of the supports, whereas the supports on the 4-8 side, because they've been staying in lane so often, and sapping all that XP, well, not really doing much, honestly. They're only level 3, and this difference in supports makes a huge, huge difference coming in the mid-game. Having Arcane Aura level 7 is fantastic. Having overgrowth to attack enemies is so good, and these supports are going to become free kills for both the OT and the Clinks. The Clinks loves under-leveled supports, because he just goes around, apparently with a Soul Ring, and with his damage from the Strife, and kills them easily. Granted, Warlock has a decent amount of HP, but no armor, and Yoga Magi is super tanky, so maybe he's not the best target, but the Warlock is going to be a squishy, nice support. Not as good as the Crystal Maiden, but granted, you pick the Clinks against a Warlock and a Ogre Magi, so this is the best you can do. Oh no, Napoleosha's gonna steal all the TA stacks. That's all the TA stacks. They are none the wiser. They have no wards around them, and they didn't put a ward here to prevent the further stacks from happening. This TA is gonna be so sad. 458 does not know this is happening. He's just gonna come and see their stacks taken and cry for hours. As the overgrowth comes out, they want to even kill the TA Punisher further. 458 though is gonna be able to make it out alive as the Ursus are joining into the fray. Our Devourer needs to make it out of this, and they have no Astral Imprisonment. It's only level 2, so the cooldown is quite large. Napaloshka using Berserker's Call to trap the Ursa into a difficult position. They force him near the tower. Tengu's still ready to get a kill, but he is being kited all over the place as W Zayak. Oh no, he's been dusted, so they can't quite go on him. The Astral Imprisonment ready, but no Science Eclipse, so they can't fight this yet. That waste of the Science Eclipse on the Warlock made it so they couldn't take out this Ursa. However, the Shrine heals them all back up, and they're ready to attack again. A slight pause by the Warlock. They just saw the Axe going in, and this is a surprise factor, but the pause will catch him in the wrong position. Probably just a internet problem. Yeah, there's never tactical pauses in these games, so. Well, with this 458, Wiz gonna have quite the trouble, because this is gonna be an easy initiation for the X. However, he went for Vanguard first. Never mind. Only going for Battle Hunger. I guess this is a kill on Dr. Durex. Pretty easy kill on him. And Brad's Berserker's Call. Look at this slow for Battle Hunger. Oh, he has no boots, that's also why. Napoleoshka with the Vanguard is unkillable too, so Culling Blade, easy kill onto the Warlock, but now they continue. This is not the right fight to take. If you're the guys from 458, you've already been losing all the team fights, and the Freezing Field might not be available, but he's so close to it. One more kill and he'll have it. Berserker's Call catches up the Ursa, so they have the perfect setup, the Culling Blade to finish him off, and the Mother Bear won't be able to ever see her cubs again. Well, actually, she'll have to wait 20 seconds if anything. I don't know how. She does it maybe while she's dead, or don't really know where they go, where they die. Whatever. The wall replica will happen by Corrigal. Berserker's Call into 3. What a fantastic Berserker's Call! They drop the hammer, they kill down 2, and 458 loses people left and right with a net worth of MVP Revolution only increasing, never going down. Oh god, what a beautiful graph with your MVP Revolution. They're even going for a Desolator on the Clinks early. I love this pickup. Instead of the Solar Crest, go full aggression with a Desolator, gives you a bit more damage, makes you more of a carry. Nice idea. Now with the double damage, Pubber's like, hey, why don't we go and get a kill? He's ready. He has the Death Pact if needed. Steals a Bounty Rune. No Orchid though, which is the best thing to get solo kills with, mind you. Okay, we're just walking around. Pubber finds 458, one attack, and you see how much damage he's doing, but that's mainly because of the double damage. The 5,000 net worth is definitely helping Pubber out. And he's gonna start attacking this tower. Wow. One hit and the tower just boom. He timed that pretty well. He was very close. 458 couldn't get the deny. Both of them tried, but it was Pubber who wins this Tower Wars in the end. He's going to go for Dragon Runs. Oh, no, I like the Desolator pickup a lot, actually. Oh, well. Axe is very close to his... Oh, he's actually going to buy his Blink Dagger straight up, and seeing the Clink's in trouble, he might just go and join him and surprise Blink Dagger. That TA is dead, if they find her. There, supplies Blink Dagger. Battle Hunger takes some refraction charges out. The Ursa's ready. The Berserker's Call will catch up the TA. Already been used. They want to bring her back. Pubber's been hit by the dust, and so has Napoleoshka. Well, that doesn't really matter for him. He has the Blink Dagger, so he can at any point just leave. But he's making a house for himself in the trees. Oh, he's tricking Tengu. He just tricked Tengu. Or maybe he just saw him, and as soon as he saw him, he backed out. One of the two. I want to believe the tricking story because it gives him more flavor, right? But it could have... Either way, it was a good Blink Dagger. Oh, what just happened? Accident. Just got a kill in the bottom lane against the Darkseer. Meanwhile, in the mid or top lane, Blizzy's being selected as the next victim for 458. Or actually, not the next. Sorry, the first victim for 458. It's their own first blood. They're playing a different game than MVP Revolution. We see the Solar Crest slowly coming out on the Trim Protector, and Pubber being shadow worded up. Tengu is also following him into the trees. They have the Earthshock already, the Ignite from the Ogre Magi. Pubber has to be careful. The Shadow Word is actually taking away a lot of his health. Okay, oh no, Pupper. The Ignite taking away a lot of damage, but hey, careful, because MVP Revolution is ready to go on to the TA. They kill the courier with a Cooling Blade, and that's a... No free Cooling Blade for this TA, but they don't need it. Berserker's Call, she has no mana. Her Melt will not save her for long. WZai gets that kill with one last tree head. He does the Overgrowth, and they want to fight. They're fighting in the middle of the wall, though. Overgrowth ready, and Stormcat joins in, drops the hammer. Not too much damage, but it's enough to deal, enough to kill the Darkseer, and also enough to now kill off the Ogre Magi. Start farming the illusions. This wall replica doesn't deal damage anymore, by the way, so you can just boom, clear all those illusions and be happy with it. Oh, it deals some damage, but it doesn't deal too much. Okay, that axe actually turned around and almost killed Stormcat. They realized that maybe the axe should not been farming the illusions. Please, oh please tell me Stormcat dies here. Yes, Darkseer got a kill against Stormcat. Because they got cocky. They got cocky and they fought against the Berserker's Call, or the Axe Illusions. I love how the Axe ganged up and said, yeah, screw it, I'm killing this OD. He even bobbed back out of rage. What a play. Berserker's Call, catching up to TA. Also the Battle Hunger. He keeps spinning. Battle Hunger is going to be able to take away all that refraction charges, though. She can't take it away when there's no creeps around. The Tree Protector is actually going to follow through and try to kill her again. He's doing a melt. He lost the Battle Hunger on her, but so it's actually harder to kill her out. Berserker's Call catches down too, but the Unshell is dealing too much damage. Now Paleushka will eventually fall, and WZai won't be able to get that kill on 458. However, the refraction's been used again, and WZai's still around here. I don't know why they don't think about this. Okay, she still has, I think that's the absorb. Yeah, she still has 4 absorb charges, so he's waiting for the refraction to just leave. Yeah, okay, a lot of attacks. And there it goes! Oh, that hit and miss, but the leech seed available. Refraction number 2. WZai, did you bite off a bit more than you could chew? WZai will now have to TP in the... There's no way he's making it out alive. Wow, they don't care. They even committed a goal into that, and he just got taken out. I mean, not taken out, but they just left. He just left. Axe in this bottom lane wants to join in with Berserker's Call and catch out the Ursa, but for now, the Bloodlust Ursa will be able to make it out alive. And the TA is now taking a couple of Ancients down. Yeah, that's not bad. The Trim Protector will join into the Roshan pit as well, seeing if there is a possibility to take it. I mean, with the Clinks and his... Oh, not as later just yet. They could still take it, maybe, but I think it's a dangerous choice. Okay, I'm gonna try anyway. I mean, they do have a lot of gold. Pubber is gonna take over his Dragonlance. Tengu, though, wants to come in. No, wants to kill Zayak. Oh, there's a really good stuff from Zayak. The leeching as well. Tango, careful, using the enrage. But that is going to be the Astral Imprisonment, taking away that enrage completely. He even stopped the Warlock from using his ultimate, and Tango's going to go down as well. Actually, never mind, he didn't have it. But that's going to be 2 dead already. And going for the Ogre Magi, they have enough damage to finish him off. Even with the Shrine use, the Astral Imprisonment will prevent the stun from happening. I think he's still healing within it. No, he's not. Actually, stops the Shrine healing completely. So they get that kill. That's a bit more gold for the Clinks. And he is going to be able to get a... Mythril Hammer as well. Very soon. So, Darkseer, they even use this tree to get the extra stun. First stun out of this. Aegis guys using some spells, take the tree down, and that's an Overgrowth still available from Zayak. Has to use the Overgrowth. Hasn't used it. The Astral Imprisonment to save him. And 458 is not going to be a target of aggression. They have the Sunny's Eclipse available, and they can use it just to finish her off. No need for it, as the Ursa's now coming in, trying to get the skill on the OD. But why, LFD? Why? The Astral Imprisonment takes away his rage completely, and there's just no need to deal with this Ursa. They've just completely countered him with a Berserker's Call and a Cooling Blade to finish him off. Dr. Turek is the next target of aggression. One more hit from the OD will finish him, and Stormcat is now low on health but still eager to kill easy for Arteezy. Was that easy for you, Arteezy? The Sanity's Eclipse committed just to kill the Ogre Magi, but in the end, he'll get that kill with the Ignite. This OD is starting to troll heavily, but regardless, the rest of the team is still winning. Power will be taking the Desolator. No? Oh, that's pretty good. It's a decent timing for Desolator, honestly, considering you went for the Dragonlance first. Your goal per minute is okay for being Clinks and getting this much good net worth. It's okay, honestly. I mean, 17 minutes and you might be expecting a bit more. But it's just that they're getting a pretty good domination over 4-5-8. This is the SCA style. It's not really about farming yourself. It's more about choking the enemy team in terms of farming. Oh, Berserker's Call cancels out the Ursa, dealing so much damage thanks to that Blade Mail. Jesus, LFT dies. That Enrage did nothing as the Cooling Blade takes his head like the French Revolution, and Easy 4 Arteezy will be frozen and now burnt. He's so confused. His inner body temperature is just going haywire, and he dies with a heart attack. Now, Warlock also going down to the amount of stuns they have. Freezing Field committed for the TA only. 4-5-8 has to go invisible. They have a sentry right in front of the tower. They have, I mean, so much courage right now. And they're going to be able to take this 4-5-8 team down completely. Right, I don't know what 4-5-8 is saying, but MVP Evolution are destroying this game. They're going to be able to take more. I think the Desolator is coming on the Clink, so Strife plus Searing Arrows, and down goes the tower. You know what they say. The Clinks throw Clinks to the tower a day, and the whole enemy team falls into dismay. Right? That famous saying. Right, LFT, careful, because he could be going to Pubber and maybe deal enough damage to kill. No, actually he deals no damage. Oh, wait, the Warlock Golem. He goes into the axe. That's not bad, but the Berserker's Call comes out, gives him a lot of survivability, and even the health from Leech Sheet cures everyone up completely. The Ursa's already dead again. He just level 11 still. What level is he supposed to have? He's lower than Crystal Maiden. Again, that's Crystal Maiden has just got us. And let me take it down the Ogre Magi. That's a second death for them. The Darkseer decides to go on to... Who was it? Was that Paleoshka? Yeah, very, very greedy play. Ends up being punished as a result, obviously. Desolator allows them to take the towers real quick. This melee Rax falling down to Pubber's physical damage. That's another melee Rax going down. They could decide to take the throne, honestly, but... They're going to decide to go for tier 2s because they're playing safely. That's the right thing to do. Utterly easily. They destroy what was 4-5-8 production. Absolutely a great game by them. That said, my name is DSwordfish. I've been your caster for today. We'll be coming back soon with some more ProDota Cup, SEA ProDota Cup, but that will be tomorrow because this is the last game of the day. If you enjoyed the cast, feel free to follow me on Twitter. If you didn't, feel free to tell me why. Sorry for the muting at the end. I believe that the microphone went haywire, but hopefully I didn't ruin the cast regardless. And we'll come back with some more ProDota Cup SEA region tomorrow. Until then, guys.